In the Philippines they are singing, voices of angels are ringing. From Gary V to Maury, every song is a wow. They hit the high notes and the low notes with Katrina and Boudicca. There's SB19 and Miss Casey playing the trumpet with her mouth. They've got the choirs like the Madrigals, Gigi and Maestro Ryan C. So let's roll out the red carpet for Lonnie, Leon, and Regine. Thank God it's Filipino Friday, where the malls are a concert hall. But if you're one of the 5, hit like and subscribe, 'cause a small percent is still time well spent. Oh, thank God it's Filipino Friday.
Magandang umaga, magandang gabi. Hi.
Hi. How you doing?
Well, I am in LA. As you can see, I've got a different background here for those of you who haven't seen us yet live this week. I was out last night.
Again?
So way too late.
Again, Richard?
Again, it's like, I get out of the home and I'm just living it up. I was hanging out with Robbie, one of our Diamond Throw Only members, Sarah from our Joshen Reactions, and Alice last night, and a couple students. Ben Sheridan was performing last night. We went and saw him. That's one of Johnny's very first piano students back in the day. So I didn't get that.
Who's now an adult man, which makes me the two.
I know, the relatives like, don't do the math.
More adult.
Just do yourself a favor. Don't do the math.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Speaking of aging, can you change my lighting? I look like I'm lacking. I look like I'm lacking a bit of life here.
I have to reset everything. We were in panic mode yet again this morning.
There we go.
Is that?
I don't know.
There you go, buddy. That's what it's like when I was in Vegas.
Which, by the way, my mom stumbled upon that video.
Oh, no.
Yesterday, for the first time, she texted me. She's like, my side hurts from laughing so hard. So did mine. That's the one where Richard had just the super bright light, and you could see in his body.
You're like, I could see into your soul.
It was so bright.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's a little better.
All right.
I look a little less gray.
You might be a little too Oompa Loompa here, actually. We gotta find that middle space. Loompa doo. I've got another question for you.
It's another
I've been warming my voice, and there's the freeze. All right, firmware didn't work. We're waiting for that. We keep trying to upgrade Johnny's camera. It's fail after fail. What are we gonna do? Today, we're just gonna move on. Today we have reactions to SB19. We have Easy Mill, who he's been requested. He's a rapper who's been requested many times. Finally getting to him. And Sharon Cuneta, I'm not sure if I'm saying her name correct or not, but she's another long-time request. So we're excited to have a couple new faces and voices on the channel this morning. Mm-hmm. Always fun. I need to wake up. I gotta say hello. I'm trying. Yeah. Stay perky.
You're such a wild man. You're such a wild man. Not at all. If you could be so kind, it's past, but please hit like and subscribe and ring that bell so you can enjoy these pleasant mornings with us.
Also, there's this link below in the description that you can click on that will help support the page by buying us a coffee. And you can even become a Thronely member. That gives you exclusive access to our Sunday shorts. We've got like 170 short videos up there already. We just started that not too long ago, so that's pretty cool. And you can also get access to our other Thronely events. And while you're there, you can also check out Throga.com if you want to learn more about your voice and the 7 dimensions of singing with our online courses.
What if this whole time the whole camera issue is actually on your end? It's like something that you've done after I've gone through.
It's all by design.
Yeah.
I would never do that to you. Too many times. I think there's a balance. Oh my goodness. All right. Easy meal. So the first song is Panalo. Not sure what that means. If you can help us out, that would be great. And Brigitte is in the chat. She's going to hook you up with a poll for 4 other requested songs that you can vote on for when we circle back to a second song as well. All right. Are you ready for this, my friend?
I'm so ready. I'm so ready.
Fantastic.
Wish
Turn up!
1075.
Tayo ay Pilipino, kahit anong kulay ng balat, isa sa puso. Mapatagalog, Bisaya o Ilocano.
Interesting.
Walang tatalo sa bagsik ng ating tubo. Isigaw ng malakas ang ating panalo. Huwag nang pag-usapan ng mga negatibo. Pangyayari sa mga panika na sa mundo. Kinabukasan na natin.
Thank you, Anna.
Keep running your mouth when you lying and stay on my business or watch you dying. I'm taking my people to highway crime, but regular living, and that's what I'm trying to prove. Instead of just lying in boots. First true Filipino rapper on the news. Enjoy it if you cool. Haters cause news while I put my city on the map. 2200. Long up city, no cap. Never forgetting the street where my cousin would sit, but we always just listen to rap. Kendrick, Emin ASAP with some metal and mammy, we turn up with that. Been mundane till the sun came. Now I want fame like a kid in a trap. Hey, I've been in Spain, but the letter S is silent. I'm claiming my reign like a king so I can water crops for surviving. Go wave, you trippin'. Had a homie, he was crippin'. Ain't got no love for the people who talk over songs when they claiming they listen. These bars never done. 3 stars in the sun. Hey, blue, red, Drake down on the flag. No, we never fear none. Most of us didn't grow up with a trust fund. Know that I'm willing to kill for a loved one. I wanna move on.
Oh, what a build-up.
Reminding my people to shout. Tayo ay Pilipino, kahit anong kulay ng balat, isa sa puso. Mapatagalog, Bisaya o Ilocano. Walang tatalo sa bagsik ng ating dugo. Isigaw ng malakas ang ating panalo. Huwag nang pag-usapan ng mga negatibo. Pangyayari sa mga panika na sa mundo. Kinabukasan na natin to.
Let me pause it here. He's
Cool.
got a vibe.
He's got a good flow.
He really does. Wow, you got really orange. I just looked up. What's happening to your scene? Is that just my screen?
I don't know. I
You
don't.
just keep getting more
I've
and more
given up.
orange as the show goes.
I've just given up trying.
All right, there we go. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just his tone is really interesting. It's wide. Does that make sense
It's
to you?
wide.
Like,
Yeah. It's got a little bit of an aggressiveness to it, which is cool.
it has a day. I think this is a
In reference to
continuation
yesterday.
from yesterday's. We'll talk about that in a moment.
We'll explain later, yeah.
Yeah, wide meaning like there's in the spectrum of sound, certain instruments, not even voice specific. There's sounds that are wide, meaning they fill up, they highlight a larger amount of frequencies that you can hear and process,
Right.
as opposed to some that might be thinner or more laser, like cuts through sound. So like we talked about this with your voice. You have like kind of a wider tone in the studio. It's sometimes it's harder to mix because it takes up more frequency.
Right, right.
But and that's not like a negative criticism, obviously.
Whereas somebody
I love
like
your
an
voice.
Axl
Yeah.
Rose has a very laser beam.
Very laser
You
beam. Yeah.
You literally just put them in any mix, and then you can. So a good test is you lower the volume on your radio, on your dial, If anybody listens to the radio anymore, on your dial. See, lower the volume.
Let
And
me
it's a
turn
very
it
low
down.
volume.
My phone.
God, what? Yes, what era was I born in? So you can lower it to a very low volume, and you can still hear that voice cut through. It doesn't get lost. So that's a good sign that you have a very cutting voice. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's got a wider tone.
It's got a wider tone, which I like. It would be harder to mix, I imagine, but just the way the music escalates to that, like build that suspense, which is just really well crafted.
Right.
And like you said, he's got almost like it's not angry. There's an angst, not angry, but there's a tone, that there's an edge that's there. And when you get to the chorus, it's not, what surprises me, it actually is like almost like a feel good. It's a major chords, right?
Actually, it's minor, but it's got sort of this sort of, it's funny because in the beginning, it almost sounded like an Italian song with the sort of mandolins, but
okay,
that,
yeah. Oh,
and then this sort of,
wait.
then it all went black. I'm in the void, everybody. I'm in the void.
Where did you go?
I'll report back what I find.
No.
There's nothing. It's just nothing.
Where are you?
Oh my God.
Wait, no, I got this. All right, I know how to set it. Continue.
I mean, to quote Spinal Tap, how much more black could it get? And the answer is none. None more black.
Precisely. Anyway, carry on.
What was I talking about? Yeah, so the beginning, it had sort of like almost like an Italian, old traditional Italian song motif. But then it breaks into the rap part, which is really interesting. And then the chorus always has like sort of a Middle Eastern
Yeah.
kind of that scale, that mode, which is really neat. Yeah, it's a nice combination.
It really is. Sorry, and I did look for the chorus, which is in Tagalog, but there's no subtitles for us to watch. I'm curious what the context of there, but I'm getting the context of the verses that in English, but the chorus, if you guys have that in the chat, or even after I'd love to go back and maybe read what the chorus is. If you leave that in the comments, that would be great. Translation.
Ay, kung inakala mong isang lingwahe lang kaya gamitin ni easy, may laka mapapala ko ganyan ka mag-isip kay bathala kasi singil utang na galing sa loob na lumutang hinain sa turon na may pusang sinain sa
Oh, that's interesting. I don't know why I can't see it. Sorry, I'm missing easy. I don't want to do that. For some reason, I can't.
This poor guy. It's like he's given us his all, and we're just so distracted by so many things. No, he's great. I love the flow too. As you're figuring that out.
Yes, go on.
Like his phrasing is so interesting, and the great rappers, the great writers. I love how they don't do the predictable phrases, and they'll like end them short, and they'll kind of like skip beats and kind of like be in the middle of lines, and it's just like, and they still end up back in the one. And I always think that's so clever because it gets confusing because it's not like da 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 da. It's like they're changing the. I don't know. Sometimes it's really short, sometimes really long. The rhyme schemes change where they rhyme it.
There we go. I fixed it.
Okay.
And he reps it. So that's awesome. So it's 3 different languages too that he's flowing in, and it's because his delivery is so, his timing, like you're saying, the phrasing, and his conviction is so on point.
Yeah.
It's so convicted. You don't notice a shift in the language. I mean, obviously I can say, oh, I understand that. I don't understand that, but it feels all connected as he's rotating through languages, which is, again, just shows his skill sets.
Yeah.
All right.
No, he's awesome. He's really awesome.
All right, let me back it up. Well, let's not interrupt you.
Lingwahe lang kaya gamitin ni easy, may laka mapapala ko ganyan ka mag-isip kay bathala kasi singil utang na galing sa loob na lumutang hinain sa turon na may pusang sinain sa.
Yeah, like where he's hitting the one is different every time.
maamin, lahat kayo, all of you. Ever since bata ako, I've been kinda discriminated in my own home country.
Oh, this
Some
is
say
cool.
like, puti, muti, muti, soy. I ain't tisoy. I'm Pinoy. And it's weird that nobody will ever look at me the same way. Gonna make it all the time, but it was soon they say. So nanalo na ako nung mula pa ni pinukutan sila po sa makta na lahat na nasaktan na nalaman nila na pinatay ang kanila bayani sa karagatan ng bansa na pag-aari ng Pilipino. Despite any turmoil, I'll be proud of my soil. Bakit? Kasi tayo'y Pilipino. Kahit ang
I'm covered in chills.
sa puso, mapatagalog, Bisaya o Ilocano. Walang tatalo sa bagsik ng ating dugo. Isigaw ng malakas ang ating panalo. Huwag nang pag-usapan ng mga negatibo. Pangyayari sa mga panika nasa mundo. Kinabukasan na natin to. Panalo!
Exclusive on Wish.
Yeah, he's cool.
1075.
He's great. I want to hear this section here again. See in the chat, you said Eminem signed him. Is he currently signed to Eminem's label?
Is he? Okay, that would make sense.
Yeah, it's just his Filipino pride. Just like when I'm picking up there, it's just this. He's so rooted in there's something vulnerable and I don't know words. I don't know words.
Are you partied out? Richard usually goes to bed by 8:30 every night. Everybody,
I
this
did
is
not get enough sleep. Oh my God.
yeah. This is my life, but no,
Yeah.
I love it. I love it, and I love the like how conversational he gets to with,
Yes.
it's just very.
The
I love that
storytelling.
in general in music, where it's lyrically it can be very metaphorical, but then it's very personal and it's very just rolls off the tongue like you're just having a conversation with somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Let me hit play here one more time.
Yeah.
I just.
Si kayo nga amin, lahat kayo, all of you. Ever since bata ako, I've been
Yeah.
kinda discriminated in my own home country. Some say like,
This is.
puti,
This reminds me of what Raynn does.
Tisoy.
You know,
Yeah.
like that.
I'm Pinoy. And it's weird that nobody will ever look at me the same way. Gonna make it all the time, but it was soon they say.
And then it gets really like regimented,
Yeah.
Cool.
ng Pilipino. Despite any turmoil, I'll be proud of my soil. Bakit? Kasi tayo'y Pilipino. Kahit anong kulay ng balat, isa sa puso. Mapatagalog, Bisaya o Ilocano. Walang tatalo sa bagsik ng ating dugo. Isigaw ng malakas ang ating panalo. Huwag nang pag-usapan ng mga negatibo. Pangyayari sa mga panika nasa mundo. Kinabukasan na natin to. Panalo!
Exclusive on Wish 1075.
Oh, that's.
Yeah, well, that's
awesome.
just that first part that you did, that conversational part. I mean, it's just impressive that he's able to do that within the context of a beat and know where he is within the beat, and then come back on the one. So there's a whole bunch of just impressive stuff going on, and I just earlier in my life I used to just look down on rap in general because I grew up with the old 50s and 60s songs and everything was sung and and it's just I was just like, oh, there's no singing, there's no notes, I'm not going to listen to this.
It's.
But it's
Yeah.
really I've really grown to at least respect it because it's and I've tried to write rap songs before and it's hard.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The moment you try to, it's like
It's a different skill set, yeah.
completely different. I also love the way
Very
he
impressive.
used his inhale. That like he used his breath as part of the storytelling quality. It's just that the spacing of everything. Really, really
Yeah.
well done. I'm excited to hear him again, with whatever song you guys voted on. Next up is probably a very different vibe with a song called P.S. I Love You. And this is from Sharon Cuneta. And, well, this is definitely more than 7 years ago.
I don't know,
and this
based on that album cover, it could be death metal. I don't know.
You don't know. This was composed by George Canseco, who we featured
Oh,
last
really?
week.
Okay.
Yes. Oh, I love it. All right, awesome. Very excited to hear this. By the way, George's son Carl has confirmed he is going to be on our show. We'll let you know the date. It's going to be next month. He's going to be on, and we're going to get to know more about George's legacy and some of his favorite artists and react to some more there. So we're very excited about that.
Yeah, that is awesome.
Okay. Oh, the coffee that came in before I hit play.
Yes, indeed. Hold on a second. Yes, Latte Lover bought 2 coffees. She said, certified 100% guilt-free coffee for you. Oh, that was Latte that did an alias.
Oh, she did an alias. Thank you, Latte.
Yes.
She's learning from art.
Yeah.
So yesterday, real quick, this cracked me up later in the day too. I had asked Johnny. I thought a coffee came in and there wasn't, and Johnny just had this.
He asks me
face,
periodically
like,
throughout the show. He's like, "Is there any coffees that come in?" And I usually check, and sometimes there is, sometimes there's not.
Usually there is, and that's usually why I say that in the first place. But just the look on his face was just no. There's no coffees.
I mean, I definitely poured it on for comedic effect.
And then he's saying this song like guilt trip. And then coffees came in, and then he's saying another jingle. Then he's saying another jingle that was stuck in my head all day yesterday. I was like, every time I went for a sip of coffee, I'd start laughing. It was, I love you, but it's conditional. My love for you is directly proportional to how much coffee you buy. It's terrible.
Yes, I'm very creative. Very creative.
Oh, my goodness. Okay.
No. But just to be clear, we appreciate the coffees. We do not expect the coffees, and we love you regardless.
Yes. And here's a reminder to hit like. Help this reaction as well is super helpful.
Yes, it actually went, it was, we love you, but it's conditional.
Modulation. Oh my God, it's hysterical. Okay, let's check out. You said Sharon? Am I saying his name? Or
Sharon?
Her name better? Edwin
Sharon
gave me the
Cuneta.
Pronunciation, but I missed it.
And then the T's, we've learned that the T's almost have more of a D sound. Sharon Cuneta.
Yes, it's
Just a very
it's not
soft,
as bright.
as we say it here.
Kahit paano ang saking ay gawin, dahil mahal kay handa kong tiisin. Kahit musaktan, di ko papansin.
So just Sharon Cuneta.
Ang pagluha
Ta.
huwag mong
Cuneta.
intindihin. Ang pag-ibig daw ay krus na kay bigat. Ang layuan kay payo nilang lahat. Di ko magawa, mahal kitang tapat. P.S. I love you, yan ba'y di pa sapat? P.S. Mahal na mahal kita. P.S. I love you, walang iba. Huwag kang mag-alala, di ako padadala sa sinasabi nila, sinta.
Okay.
Nice.
The music. Let's talk music first. It immediately reminded me, is it in G?
No.
It's not even close, is it?
It's in it's in D flat actually.
So, okay. Well, I was close. So it's G flat, 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 flat. It's the same thing. So you just add flats until you end up to the right spot. The reason why I thought G was, it reminded me of Gethsemane. Just the way the piano is played, and then just some of the order of the chords kind of thing, which is one of my all-time favorite songs. That's why I was thinking that. And the instrumentation and just some of the decoration of some of these like little fluttering moments musically, so interesting. It's very orchestrated in that sense. And her voice, she's grounded. She's got like there's this power, this just like kind of bubbling under the surface kind of thing.
Yeah, it's sort of restrained though. I like that you said under the surface. Like you can tell she's a powerhouse, and she's purposely kind of holding it back. Even like every syllable she's singing, there's just this deliberate restraint, which is creating a really cool anticipatory mood.
And did you? I asked earlier. I don't know if I missed it in the chat. Do we have a year when this was released? Does anybody know?
I was going to ask the same thing. Yeah.
It sounds 70s influenced in terms of the music itself, how it's recorded, all of that.
And the arrangement and the instruments they're using. Yeah. Really interesting. And then I love this little moment. So it starts out in B flat minor, and then the second half it goes. B flat minor changes to B flat major. Yeah, just beautiful melody, just floating over this cool chord progression that's constantly evolving.
Yes, I do. 1981. So, which makes sense. So it's still influenced from it's close to the 70s, obviously. You can hear the production is, carrying over into that space.
That's a great year, too. You know why?
Because
that's me.
That's when Johnny was born.
Dun, dun, dun. Yes, and real quick, so also talking about the writing, George Canseco. Obviously, we're missing. We don't know the meaning of the lyrics, but I will say part of being a great lyricist is also having a great phonetic flow. So just the sound of the syllables that you're using, the vowels, the consonant sounds, it's all about how it flows. So even if it's in another language, it still has to sound.
It matters. Yes.
Yeah.
It really does. And I saw also in the chat you guys were asking about Latte and Art's experience last Saturday in Houston. We have lots of footage that they put together for us, so I'm going to be putting something together for next week. So for all of you who would like another hit of Morphine, that will be next Friday, along with Glock 9 is returning. You've only seen a little bit of him before, and we're going with another legend, Ruben Tagalog. So we've got Morissette and Darren, Glock 9, and Ruben Tagalog next week. So make sure you put that on your calendars, and in the comments below after the live stream, let us know which songs you're interested in for Glock 9 and Ruben. We've got Morissette and Darren covered.
Oh, Joy, you're young at heart.
I'll keep it in play here.
Yes. Joy Robinson. Yeah, boom, boom. That's very Jesus Christ.
Yeah. That's what I'm hearing.
Mayroon kang mahalin, nasa tingin mo'y higit pa sa akin. Magkailanman puso ko'y tanungin. P.S. I love you. Magpahanggang
I like the Taglish, the back and forth here.
Yes. That B flat major.
P.S. I love you, walang iba. At huwag kang mag-alala, di ako padadala sa sinasabi nila, Sinta. Kung mangyari man, mayroon kang mahalin.
It's a whole movie in my mind. The score, your storytelling.
Magkailanman puso ko'y tanungin. P.S. I magpahanggang libing, magpahanggang libing. P.S. I love you.
Great song.
Yeah, I love those old arrangements.
And her voice is just fantastic. There's such a depth to it. There's the warmness throughout the whole thing. She gets breathy in certain moments, and her vibrato is it's not musical. It doesn't remind me of musical theater per se. It's kind of in between.
But it's not your usual contemporary voice
Yeah,
either.
yeah.
It's somewhere in the middle.
She's kind of carved out that space in between, which is great.
Yeah, I think it's perfect balance of sort of, relatable, but also very skilled, obviously, and next level ability.
Mm-hmm.
But I love singers that kind of can bring it home. I'm a pop fan by nature because I like the realism of it, but
Sorry.
all sorts of things. But I do like that balance of conversational and
Yeah.
also just pure ability.
So up next, now we originally had planned to react to SB19's kickoff, the day one kickoff, which was a 10 to 15, I think it was almost 15 minutes of several songs for launching their tour. That was all queued to go as of yesterday. Got blocked globally. So the fan cam that people were reacting to is gone. So we definitely don't want to try to react to that now because we'll get us into trouble. So unfortunately, we're not going to react to our original plan, but luckily there's great content for SB19. There's nothing lacking. So this is the Dunka, which is one of the most recent songs that we reacted to, but this is live on Wish 107.5 Stopover session. So we're going to start here. And then we've got some other requests you guys can vote on for when we circle back to them later in this program.
Cool.
Johnny, I know
Yes.
there was a coffee.
Yeah.
I'm not setting anything up.
There was Joan. Oh, that's it. Joan was quizzical, studied metaphysical science. Late night solo. Okay. She bought 5 coffees. Coffees to wake up Richard. ... And Johnny.
Salamat.
Emphasis on Richard, though.
Salamat.
I'm just reveling in this because usually it's me that's the tired one, so this is just a nice change.
I'm definitely feeling it today. In 5, hold on, I have to look at my notes again. Lima. So isa, dalawa, tatlo. 4, I have to look. Apat. Lima, anim, pito, walo, siyam. And then 10 is sampu. So I have to keep. I've listened to it a few times over the week, but I still have to. I don't have it memorized. We're going to learn a little more numbers today.
Maybe we should learn a little more words.
We're going to learn more numbering today. Thank you so much, Raven, for your super sticker. Oh, 2 super stickers. Thank you. Greatly appreciate that.
Mark the Raven, nevermore.
All right. Let's see what they got. I remember this chorus.
Look at that crowd. Look at, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? That is a wish buster.
May kumatok sa pintuan kong nakakandado. Parang ibang nagpupumili kahit ibitado. Buyantado, desperado, huli ka ba'y
Ken just jumps out there.
Got a new hairstyle going.
Daming patibong nag-aabang dyan sa tabi. Pasensya ko'y medyo maiksi. Naku, baka makitang hiyanap ko. Yung pamalupit, malupit ang magugay.
Dito
sa bahay ko, bawal ang magulo. Ang aabutin mo, palo, palo. Pabigyan ng pasawala sa lahat. Hindi mo to gusto. Tumabi ka dyan. Tumabi ka dyan. Tumabi ka dyan. Tumabi ka kung di mo to gusto. Dunka kasi dito basta-basta pusta di mo kaya o lumpa. Pakitig sa bunga puno ng iba nagdadabong ka. Lampok ka, di na ba yan yan sa puro ba? Kapag ako na, nagpakawala. Baka ikaw ba paghahanapin nila? Iyak kong manakit.
Little pause. Oh, the energy of this song is just infectious. Just
Yeah.
that hook in the riff itself underneath the whole thing. It's actually waking me up.
I know. I was gonna say the hype that's happening here has to be
Yes.
doing something for you. Yeah, no, I mean, this is, not generally the type of music that I like gravitate towards. Just like this type of song, but to be good, to I can't talk either. To hype up the crowd that effectively with that type of song, it's definitely an art form, and it's not
Oh,
just
yeah.
the song itself; it's how they're performing it as well. Like just where they're talking to the crowd and chanting to the crowd, and then singing it. It's I mean, you can't help but be excited.
Yeah.
It's really, it's a skill.
And their delivery. We said this in the last. I know we reacted to this song, and there's another one that. What was the other song? Where they're all sitting down. It was a little more laid back. I can't remember the name of the song. We just
Yeah, I don't
reacted
either.
to recently. If you can remind me. And just like everybody leveled up. Even Stel, which of course we've been talking about his voice, maybe a little bit more than the others, and Ken, but Josh, and it's just like it's time. This my point is the band is ready. I mean, a year ago, you're like, oh yeah, these are great, and you could still see the success, but there's something that is unraveled in the past maybe 6 months.
Yeah, and
They
you can
have
feel it when it's
leveled
happening too, yeah.
up the energy, the skill sets that they've done.
And the confidence, too,
Thank
starts
you
to-
was the other one, yeah.
It just all like goes together naturally, and then it just all coalesces
But
into
confidence-
this one point where it's just like,
Yes. So it's the confidence, but with the skill. I mean, they've been working at it. It's because confidence only takes you so far, right? You can confidently sing off key. Like that can happen too.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the skill level along with that, just
Yes.
knowing who they are and that innate
That's true, yeah.
trust. And
I
that
mean,
it is there.
some people can
crying
fool-
right now.
some artists can fool a lot of people just with their swagger and their confidence, where their ability isn't up there. There's
Yeah.
definitely been some humongous artists, certainly in the West, where it's like they're massive and then, they're not the greatest singer. But when you get both, that's always the optimal.
In Pablo's
Yeah.
writing, it's in the songs themselves. Like all of that is they're ready to take over the world. I mean, they're right there. They're
Yeah.
knocking on that door. This is great.
Pakitig sa buhat, puno ng iba nagdadabong ka. Lampok ka, di na ba yan yan sa puro ba? Kapag ako na, nagpakawala. Baka ikaw ba paghahanapin nila? Iyak kong manakit. Manakit ng makulit.
I mean, that's
Oh, yeah, this is cool. The whole staging.
Whoa.
All right. I can hear that again.
Yeah.
The vibrato. Oh. Wow.
Yeah. I mean, that's one thing that's definitely not.
What was it? 18.
Pwede mo mag-request? Pwede mo bilang kung tatlo, sabay-sabay tayo sumigaw na Thank you, Wish Boss! In 3, 2, 1!
Oh, so good. Oh my
Man,
goodness.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, that's certainly one thing that's not common in these type of hype songs. Is somebody singing an F sharp 5. Like
So
I mean,
good.
his
Oh.
range is just so good.
And the great thing to hear too in this video is when he was up in that, when Stell was singing, what was the Eric Carmen song? I'm drawing a blank.
Loving you is easy because it's beautiful. Dude. You talking about that one?
Is that the song? This is not the song I'm thinking of.
Eric Cartman? Oh, wait. Not Cartman. Eric Carmen.
Carmen. I'm like, what are you singing? I was like, I didn't reference South Park.
Yes. Not Eric Cartman. Eric Carmen from the Raspberries. Yes. All by myself. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, Bill did sing that one. But I feel like we've heard the
Yeah. Everybody in the chat, thank you for saving Johnny on that one. So when he went to that same range of notes, because that was that with the F sharp G, I can't remember where that he landed in that space. It was in that range.
Yeah. I don't remember.
But there was it was amazing, and it was so much, the energy lift and everything was awesome, and it shocked us that he had access to that, because we just didn't know leading into that. But now he's singing that same range of notes, and this is where that confidence comes in. It's not a I'm reaching for that note. It's like he's just trusting that note, and there's a difference in that delivery. It just sounds great.
Yeah, I just think their whole demeanor is just like, as your skill set is improving and the confidence is growing there, but also you're seeing it being echoed back to you, everything you're putting into it, and it's like, okay, we're putting out good stuff and people are responding to it, and that starts to build this confidence in your abilities. And it's just the way they're walking and the way they're carrying themselves on this stage, this makeshift stage. It's exuding, and it's like, it's infectious, and it's, you can definitely feel it. It's got a visceral,
Absolutely.
You can feel that energy.
Okay, Johnny, coffees, please, and I'm going to set up. We've got Throga time.
Okay. Yes, we got Benny Lindo and wife. They say shout out from Houston. Bought us 5 coffees. Thank you so much.
I'm so excited. We have a little clip from Benny, because he and the wifey was at the Houston show. So we're going to see a little clip of Benny next week.
Nice.
And hopefully, Benny, are you okay with that? That we share that with everybody? Now that I've announced that we're going to show everybody, is that okay? I should probably ask him first.
Yes.
But so excited to put a face to a name. Thank you very much. Salamat, Sabakape.
Yeah, salamat. And then Mailu brought us 20 coffees. And she says, hello there, Johnny and Richard. Have a wonderful day.
Oh, thank you, Malu.
Thank you so much.
Ooh, we're going to learn how to say 20 right now. All right. So where we left off, we learned to count 1 to 10, and then 11 to 20. Oh yeah, we already learned 20. Maybe not very well, because I don't remember what it was, but but it was presented to us. So here are our 10s. And Francesca is going to hook us up in how to say them. Let's see if I can remember how to bring her in.
Oh, and Benny says, only if we look good.
You look great. You look beautiful.
Yep.
Thank you for that approval. Where is...
It wasn't even Eric Cartman that sang that. It was the I forget what character on South Park sang that, but it wasn't. So the whole thing was wrong.
Oh yeah. All right, we'll move on. Okay, here we go.
Now for our final installment in counting in Filipino, at
That
least
one-
for
ooh,
now.
Thank you.
So today I will teach you to count in tens up to 100. 10 is, as you have learned, sampu, which essentially means 1 10. Sampu. 20 is dalawampu.
Dalawampu.
2 tens. Dalawampu. 30, following the pattern, is 3 tens. Tatlumpu.
Tatlum.
30, tatlumpu.
Tatlumpu.
40,
Tatlum.
apat na po. Apat na po.
Apat na po.
50,
Apo.
limampu.
Limam.
Limampu.
Limang.
60, anim na po.
Anim.
Anim na po.
Anim na po.
70, pitumpu.
Pitong.
Pitumpu.
Pitong.
Tong.
80,
Tong po.
walongpu.
Walong.
Walongpu.
Walong.
90, siyam na po. Siyam na po.
Siyam na po.
Yeah, that
Yep.
Y gives it
Siyam.
that little H's.
100,
Napu.
isang daan. Daan
Isang
is the unit
Okay.
for hundreds. And
Okay.
the same as we did
Isang
for tens,
daan.
you can count all the way up to 900 using the same system. Isang daan, dalawang daan,
Oh, I see. Okay, and then it just
tatlong
loops.
daan, apat na daan, limang daan, anim na daan, pitong daan,
All right, we're learning up to 1,000.
walong daan, siyam na daan, isang libo. And libo
Okay.
is 1,000, is 1,000. So,
All right.
to review,
Here we go. Let's get them
from
all.
10 to 100, 10, 20,
Dalawampu.
30, 40, 50, 60, 70,
Yeah, T is subtle.
80,
Tong.
90,
Siyam na po.
isang daan.
Isang daan. Thank
So
you,
how is it? How is it?
Francesca.
De la Wampu. I think she said De la Wampu. It's not Dala.
Dala-
Mishear that.
I don't think it's. Yeah, I don't think it's De La.
Answer me, Francesca.
That-
Answer me. Why is
Her camera froze.
She's frozen, okay.
Yeah, there's nothing we can do.
yes?
I think it's not. It was just the way it was said quickly. Dalawampu.
Okay. Dala
Yeah.
Wampu. Okay. Dala Wampu. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Maybe that was it.
Yeah. So the SY and the SIY has the H sound. Thank you for that clarity.
Yeah. Dala.
All right, we're getting there. Baby steps. Okay. So we're going to circle back to Easy Mill. Let's see what we have. Seuss node. Nakanta ay what one? The Storm. And this song is also on Wish Bus and with his sister, Raynn. Raynn. Oh, interesting. I assume they wrote this one as well?
Flying colors through the wind. My heart beats
Oh, she's young.
faster
Wow.
over again.
How old is she here?
Falling feathers from the sky. I'm thinking where
I did not expect that tone. Wow.
cannot fly. It's like a hurricane.
Wish 1075.
Wanting to
Oh.
try and stay. The pain won't go away. Causing more. What am I even for? Feels like I'm being torn.
She's 15 here.
It hurts more in every form.
That is a mature sounding voice. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm still in the same storm.
Nice.
Back in summer.
Cool backtrack too.
Still the same.
I'm assuming Easy's gonna jump in on a bridge or
Always
something.
warmer, only pain. Frozen water from sudden rain. Falling faster, forget my name. It's like a hurricane. Wanting to try and stay. The pain won't go away.
I was just thinking, how cool is this that, you know, the brother and sister are both so good at, you know, performing and singing and everything else. And then I remembered it's Filipino Friday, and it would be weird if they weren't both good.
I know. I was just thinking, like, one after another. It's just they just keep coming, and it's intimidating. They're just knocking down the door.
Malu says that the father was a singer too. I mean, that's just incredible.
Yeah,
just-
her voice, and it's cool that you know, like I thought he would have came into that second verse. It's cool that he's kind of given her her
Platform to kind of, yeah.
thing. And she's got
Very
plenty
cool.
of time to do it. And what a cool tone, and I mean, a shocking. Just, I mean, 15, but she looks kind of younger than that too. And it's just like,
Yeah.
I'm still processing that voice coming out of even a 15-year-old, even though, you know, those female's voice matures earlier, and you know they start to form that sound. But still, like, she sounds like
She sounds more
mid
refined.
to late 20s. Yeah, just more
Mhm.
refined. And there's this cool, like, understated, for lack of a better word, hipness. I don't know. It's very, very current sounding, very modern sounding.
Some more information too. Sorry to cut you off before it disappears. So Storm it's Raynn's song. She composed it when she was still in middle school. Superly Real would have been better to react to. So more of a rock song. That's all right. So I mean, I'm enjoying this very much. And,
Yeah,
and,
I mean-
and if you guys want to hear more Easy Mill, obviously you know what to do. You leave comments and requests. You leave requests in the comments after the live stream, not in the chat. So that's because this gets lost. So if you're feeling like we really missed something, just let us know in the comments after the live stream, and then that's what we pay attention to circle back. So we appreciate that.
Yeah. No, she's just so cool, and it's just so, like, effortlessly cool. Riz, as Art said, as the kids say these days, there's a Riz. It's short for charisma, and just putting again I put this hat on periodically, the business hat, where I look at a singer, and obviously there's technical skill and all the impressive stuff that we see every Filipino Friday. Everybody's got that skill. But from a business standpoint, it's like what you kind of go for over that even is just a very identifiable, a very cool sounding tone.
Agreed.
Because it just creates a mood. So it's, you know, what Johnny? Oh, Riz, because I said Riz.
Francesca's like, no, just stop.
Yeah. No, it's really, I'm really impressed by what she's doing.
Let's keep going here. And first, writing the song themselves too.
Yeah. Oh.
Go away, causing more.
Might need to check them out. Father's band.
I am in this ditch and it's cold. The wind's flickering, throw into the midst of my woe. Like I wish I could picture a moment where I'm the victor and holding my own triumph. But I know that's a lie and I'm struggling. These days I'm stuck in my bleak ways, still fumbling. Like my effort will never release pain. My hunger and cheer.
He just knows what he's doing.
Oh. Through my very settling weak ways, and I'm wishing I could take it back to the times when I was just a youngin' and tracking no rhymes and things were still fine. But now I'm too blind to see. I'm in a blizzard, I hang with no life. Trying to make this thing happen with zero budget. Music's beautiful, hope that I do it justice. It's getting crazy, it's hailing, man, should I run? Nothing can faze me, I'm awake, but I'm fully numb. It's like a hurricane.
Who's singing together?
Wish exclusive on Wish.
Wanting to try and stay.
107.
The pain won't go away.
So awesome.
What am I even for? Feels like I'm being torn. It hurts more in every form. Even now,
They come together
I'm
too.
still
I love their voices together.
Wow.
Yeah, whoops.
Hi Wishers, this is Easy Mail.
And Raynn.
For more Wish-clusive videos, click here to subscribe.
Yes, do that.
How come you and your sister didn't ever do that? You have a duo. A musical duo.
My sister ignored my existence until I was around
Oh, there was
16 to 17 years old. we did nothing together. Anyway, she's 4 years older and she just pretended I didn't exist. We didn't become friends until after she moved out. That was like, then we bonded.
Not to mention, she wasn't as interested in music as so much as, skulls and skeletons.
She's an avid listener and lover of music, but not learning an instrument or anything like that. No, we didn't have that in common at all.
Right. No, I love the way he writes his lines because it's just every line is different and evolving, and it's never relying on this sort of cookie cutter repetition where you're like, okay, this is the flow that I'm going to have. This is the phrasing I'm going to have, and it's just basically just sticking in words that rhyme. Everything is just alive and moving, and it's always different, and it's always just unexpected and very adventurous. I love that, and then obviously I'm a big fan of hers. That's great. Yeah,
in his tone, like I do want to go back and hear more. Is his tone is, we talk about identifiability. I mean that's the most valuable thing you can have as a singer. Whether you personally like their sound or not is almost irrelevant. If you are identifiable, it's valuable in terms of recognition and that's it's easier just in terms of just basic marketing because it's like you know who that is right away, and he's got that quality about him, which is great.
Yeah, well, I mean Jay-Z, I mean you can objectively almost say it's like he doesn't have a, when you look at it, it's like it's not a great voice, but you can tell it's him from a.
And I wouldn't even know who it is just because I don't know his voice, but.
Well, you don't count.
But
everybody else here that lives in the world who knows Jay-Z.
But I hear he's very good at what he does.
He is very good.
That's the rumor.
Yeah, no, his writing style. He will come into the studio, nothing written down, and he will just spit some lyrics.
Spit, I like it.
No, it's really impressive. Eminem is known more for he just writes prolifically and. Not that everything he writes ends up being on his songs, but he's always just putting stuff down. So when it is time to write, he's got all this backlog of ideas, both impressive, and I know it's really, great rap is an art form.
Yes,
there's some lousy rap, just like there's lousy songs too, but
of course
the great ones, whatever you do, I will always have the highest respect for that. And we got some coffees, I think, as well.
Yes, and also just a reminder too, some other requests coming in. Please put your comments. Oh my goodness! Please, Paul, pakiiwan ang inyong mga request sa comments matapos ang live stream. Put your request in the comments after the live stream, please.
I like Vacation Richard.
Vacation Richard needs a nap. Oh my God.
We was talking about, Christy and I was talking about Vacation Johnny, which Vacation Johnny just throws caution to the wind. He just eats whatever he wants to, drinks whatever he wants to. Not really. I don't drink that much, but I like a good snack on vacation. I do. And Francesca bought 3 coffees. She says, just love TGIFF. Thanks for the intro to Easy Mill. New artist to add to my playlist. Absolutely.
Salamat,
And
Francesca.
sister. Yeah.
Yes. And Miss Jen26, thank you for your super chat. And Happy. Hi, 18 here, requesting for Quit. Did that one win the poll? We need to hear all the songs off the EP. We're still lacking. We're like way behind on SB19 content. We know they have a lot out. So we are planning to do a more concentrated reaction to SB19 stuff as well, maybe on a Wednesday coming up. But thank you very much for the support. And yeah, looks like Quit did win. So perfect.
Yes, Tressa, only on vacation. Usually I am very, seriously speaking, I am very disciplined. And I like to, I like to keep things in moderation. But when I go on vacation, I do not, I fall off the wagon. And it
becomes just a little
anything
bit.
That's tasty.
He becomes a little bit more like his bestie. Vacation Johnny is really just code for Richard.
I think I'm Richard. Yes. Oh,
All
but
right.
when you decide to be disciplined in something, when you
It's
make that decision, it's to the extreme.
Yes, which
It's
has
to
its
the
own
absolute extreme.
Fallouts there. All right, next up with Sharon, it is Bituing, Walang, Ningning. Okay, Bituing, Walang, Ningning. If I can have a translation of that, that would be awesome. Let's check it out.
You know what?
Oh, good. We can see her in action now.
You're a little girl. You dream of becoming a singer. There's no way you can imagine at any point in your life that you're going to be on stage in the Araneta Coliseum among 20,000 people.
Star that does not shine.
With Ryan as your musical director.
Thank you, Jude, and everyone else.
The San Miguel Philharmonic Orchestra backing you up. The best musicians of the land. Best backup singers over there. The best rhythm section players over here. Louis Ocampo is a guest musical director.
There's something warming about her
Martin
speaking
Rivera.
tone.
And you happen to be the sister-in-law of Gary Valenciano. This is really where I can say it could only have been the hand of God. Most of the songs that you know of from my movies, Puro Viva po yun. They're so beautiful. They really surpassed the test of time. And I just have to do for you one of my most memorable. This is by Willie Cruz. Mr. C. Habang
counter melody. Yeah. Little pause here. Her voice it's so soothing, and
it is,
there's this softness. Mahina is soft. Sentence attempt. Ang mahina ng boses. Her voice is soft.
Oh.
Ah?
I think so.
I'm just going to ignore
Yes.
the chat and pretend that was good. But no, there is this soothing, warm but breathy. There's like a really cool combination of feeling in her speaking tone. And then when she sings, it obviously carries into that. There's this gentleness that just kind of cascades throughout the piece.
And there's a sort of a higher timbre to it that's nice. It's soothing, but also it's got this kind of like adorable sounding as well. I don't know.
Yes,
if that's
no, I agree. I agree. Tama ka, you're correct.
Yeah, and just I mean, somebody mentioned Lara Fabian. I mean, totally different voice, but just sort of the presence on stage, the storytelling
Yes, I can
presence,
see that.
where she just, you're just sucked into just her whole aura, and she's just so like, I mean, she just tells the story not only with her voice, but the way she's holding her body, her eyes. I mean, there's just she's really great at that. So,
yes,
she's awesome.
Richard, it would be Malabing. So I said the wrong word. Darn it.
First of all, watch your language on our show, Richard.
God, we were just talking to Francesca earlier this week. I think it's time to learn some swear words in Tagalog. We can't practice them per se, but we still want to know them. We should be able to recognize them.
Well, if we didn't grow up with them, it's not really that bad.
That's true. I think we need to carve out a one of. Oh, I don't have the cue. Darn it! I don't have the explicit or the Hulk available to me at my mobile reaction station here.
I mean, as a younger man, anytime I learned a new language, that was always the first thing I went for, was the curse words.
Well, yeah, it's valuable. In the very least, you want to know if someone's cursing at you. You want to at least be able to recognize what's happened.
Right. Yes. No, there's a usefulness to that. Absolutely.
Okay, let's keep going here. In the song structure, really interesting. The counter melodies, I was saying, like the violin lines kind of coming in. It's just this dance taking place.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Really nice.
These are a little too loud for the mix, but I like them.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
What would be the point? Oh, the lift.
Sa piling mo ngayon ako'y bituing walang ningning. Sa liwanag at kislan ng ating
It's out there, yeah.
Going back to what we were talking about before with voices that are wider versus voices that cut more, she would have a voice that cuts more. And for me, I've always been jealous of people that have that, just because we always want things we don't have. And I love, especially when she starts going for it at the end, when she starts belting out those notes more full volume. I mean, she can just soar above, 70, 80 instruments behind her, and it's great. She's got a very unique tone.
She really does, which I enjoyed. Unfortunately, in that particular recording, the orchestra was just too loud. It's just she was the mix wasn't great as far as having her presence, but you could still, like you're saying, you can still hear her.
You can hear, you can get a sense of how it must have sounded in the audience at the time live, and she would have cut. She just has that timbre that's just, I don't know, there's just something great about it. And there's just like an overall, just again, kind of that Lara Fabian thing. There's just this graceful beauty, just her whole, the way she's
demeanor,
just her whole everything.
Yes.
She's got very, very kind, beautiful eyes. It's just, very captivating.
Okay, next up is SB19 Quit.
Crazy. Playing the trumpet with her mouth. Which, by the way,
we need more
how else
Casey.
would you play the trumpet?
I know, I've said that before. The lyrics. It's phonetic flow. We needed the rhyme. We needed to, tell a story.
It works.
In
the Philippines, they are singing.
Okay.
Also, I love, when she was talking in the beginning, I also love when Filipinos speak English, I love the Filipino accent. I think it's so nice. It's one of my favorites. It's just got something.
It is. I think I had a super chat. I want to make sure I don't overdo it. Wilma, I did see one come in. Wilma Haro. I love how a lot of our repeat super sticker givers, donations, and supporters, that's the word, supporters, have these little theme cues as they come in.
Sometimes they're more subtle. I just sneak them in without much fanfare. Dun, da, 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 dun,
Thank you, Wilma.
da, da, da.
All right, Quit lyric video. Let's go. This is from the EP, most recent EP, I believe.
Yes, trust it. Keep it. Keep it. Keep it. Keep it.
That was cool.
Rocking.
Thank you, Gabe.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We'll never know, I guess we'll never know. If I would go, don't guess we'll never know. No, I don't know, I guess we'll never know. I guess we'll never know, I guess we'll never know. They tryna get the gallons in the
That's what I would tell him when I would.
All right, before we get into that Ken's verse there, or yeah, obviously with that little tone that he's going in that section, this is the most rock, just in terms of just the riff and the tone. He's got almost like a what is it? What is the name of that pedal? Is it the stomp box fuzz or something? I'm trying to think of the guitar
Stomp
tone.
box.
Stomp box?
Yeah.
So there's certain, with electric guitar, you can go through different pedals, obviously, to create all sorts of different sounds and textures and things like
distortions,
that.
yeah.
So they chose here, it's obviously an electric guitar, it's distorted, but I would say it's
more fuzzy.
Yeah, more fuzzy.
It's kind of hard to hear for me to.
Yeah, it's a little understated. It's not like a Metallica, like here's the distortion in your face. It does have a fuzzy quality to it, which I think is a really great choice for the group because it still keeps it just inside like that pop realm where it's not like metal, right? Because they could have chosen a different tone, and I think it would have made it a little more removed probably from the context of the rest of the EP or the album as a whole. But it has the feeling, just that attack and that energy that you get from like a hard rock sound. So it's a really cool choice, and
yeah,
the voices on top just layer really well. So I just love this drive.
Really, yeah. No, even the drum sounds too. The way that it's they're being played, where the hi-hat's very loose. It's got a very sort of raw, bombastic. Just a little over the top with its what's the word? It's like it's got a cool looseness to it,
I don't know what you're talking about. I was reading the chat. What?
Thanks. I'm glad we could do this show together, Richard.
Sorry. Like what was loose about it? I missed it. I'm so sorry.
Even the way that the drums are being played now with the it's like the.
There's a lot of space. Yeah.
There's a lot of space. The hi-hat's open sounding,
yes.
so you can play a hi-hat on the drums a bunch of different ways. You can close it so it's more of a. You can do semi-open where it's, and then totally open where it's like, just very clashy, clangy sounding, and yeah, it all does its part to create a vibe, and I like how loose this is.
Yes.
Yeah.
It actually reminded me of that too, J.J. Bruce. S02 is probably my favorite, and certainly my top 5 favorite Metallica songs. But it has that slightly detuned, like the string of the guitar is almost too loose. Like there's something a little unstable about that Sad But True has as well. I can hear that. Let's keep going here.
Again, with their voices on top, it's a cool combination, cool juxtaposition of what's happening.
And knowing that Ken wrote this is great. So you guys are saying Ken and Pablo did the lyrics together, but this is like Ken's brainchild, which is super cool to hear this.
Yeah.
Let me back this up a little bit again. Yeah.
That's what I would tell him when I would cry. And
then breaking the electronic instruments, the drums, the rim drums.
Still thinking a smile on fine. It's gonna take a while.
'Cause I'm all too familiar with this kind of bad. Kahit umuwi, I will run away. Bukas makalawa, alam na kung may darating na grasya. We'll never know, I guess we'll never know. If I would go, don't guess we'll never know. No, I don't know, I guess we'll never know. I guess we'll never know. I guess we'll never.
Oh, that tone. Good luck. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oof. Nice.
Cool. Yeah, I love the rock, and apparently Ken loves it too. So, I mean, from my perspective, not knowing the ins and outs of, as well as many of you out there of this group, I feel like Ken has sort of been this secret weapon that's been kind of flourishing and coming out.
At least our introduction was like, oh, he does the low notes. There was kind of like
limited perception. Yeah,
right.
Great part of the band. Never, never any qualms or anything. And when he had his moments, it would always sound good. But I feel like everyone in the band and outside of the band is discovering, it's like, okay, we really got something here with this guy, and he does so many things well, and just allowed to spread his wings in so many ways, like vocally, just like singing more. He's got a great range. He's not just the
and now in on the writing part of it too. Yeah, just
on the writing,
amazing.
The production, but I mean, just what he does with his tone, I think is just so interesting. There's just so much to work with, and I think that's being recognized, and he's really starting to be put to the forefront a little bit more, which is great.
I agree, and it is definitely about time. And we didn't know that, right? It's not like I knew he was able to contribute more, but it's that feeling of what you're saying. It's like, how did we not recognize this right away?
Well, sometimes when you have such prominent people out front, and in this case probably Pablo and Stel. I mean, with Pablo's writing and creativity, and he's a great voice, obviously, then Stel's just soaring above. Sometimes it's just a natural course of things to get lost in that.
Mm-hmm.
At least initially, because sometimes you just need, like, having too many cooks in the kitchen can be detrimental. So just having your sort of lead people kind of leading the way for a while.
That's the challenge in any group of singers, for sure.
Yeah. Well, it's like George Harrison, coming to the forefront, basically at the end of the Beatles run, where he came with two of the greatest Beatles songs ever written, with Something and Here Comes the Sun. But I mean, for a while, it's just like, how do you not fall into the shadow, under the shadow of, or get lost in the shadow of Lennon and McCartney? And that's not even mention Josh and Justin, who are also, I think, really coming into their own too.
Yes,
and have so much to offer. So
absolutely.
Yeah, and this is at the time where you start getting more solo projects, because it's like everybody in the band's like, okay, we're all really good. We need some space to really.
And then they come back, and we've seen it again. And then they've got more to add to that as a whole. We've seen it with BTS, we've seen that with Forestella, we've seen that that those opportunities to grow independently and then recontribute and collab make something even more special.
And I think that's a cool thing about more modern artists and bands these days, as opposed to in the 80s, where if you kind of discover that you were going to be a viable solo artist, you're just like, screw you guys, I'm going to do my own thing. But nowadays, I feel like there is still that reverence and respect to, and not even just that, it's that they thoroughly enjoy being in a group together.
Mm-hmm.
But they know where they came from, and they actually, but they really like the dynamic that their individual talents create together, and it is something special. I mean. Yeah, SB19's great.
So I see, obviously, more requests for more songs from SB19 along with other artists. You know what to do. You leave them in the comments after the live stream, not in the chat, or they get lost. We do have a bonus video already selected for today. So, and we are going to, as I mentioned, we're going to do a more dedicated live stream for SB19 content because we realize we're so far behind, and so we're going to have that announced that soon. Maybe even with Casual Chuck. We'll see how that unfolds. That might be kind of fun. We love him.
I love Chuck.
Such a great guy. But one artist we have not seen in a while, Limuel, Llanes.
Oh,
and
yeah.
We haven't heard his name in a while, and he was recently brought back to the top of the list on TikTok, and I'm excited to check this out. Johnny, your favorite setting, just
the casual
around the dinner table, drinking, eating.
Drink up, sing. Yep.
Oh, this is one of our absolute favorite things we hope to experience firsthand in the Philippines sometime soon. And also a reminder for next week's Filipino Friday, we need your request for songs next week for Glock 9 and legend Ruben Tagalog. And we will also have Morissette and Darren highlights from the Showstoppers next week as well. So let's see what we got here.
Food always looks really good too.
Oh my goodness. Everything about Philippines looks good. Ooh. His voice, just airy, and this isn't Limuel, of course. Who is this guy? There he is. What a rock star.
God, he's good.
Oh, man.
He's so good.
Oh.
Yes, that's sick.
You never see this in, I don't want to say anywhere in the United States, but I've never seen something like this.
No.
Zadra, that's what blows my mind. This is just pass the mic. Oh, Eich, Abando. I just realized the other singer's name's in the title here.
Okay.
Oh. A quick pause. Jem, you said your coffee purchase didn't come through. Are you able to see if there's a maybe it didn't pop up on screen or not? But thank you for.
Yeah, it didn't come through.
But thank you for even trying. We appreciate that. Reminder to hit the like. No, the like is greatly appreciated too, or super chat as well. But thank you for trying to do so. Hopefully you're able to do it again. This scene just every time blows my mind. Even it get together dinners. I mean, there's music on in our household sometimes, but nowadays especially, it's like, you know, people are just on their phone. Yeah, exactly. It's just this at dinner, you know, pass the salt kind of thing. This family cohesive experience of song and singing and sharing. I don't care if you ignore me.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
I do. I'll cry about it later. But this being so casual and so welcoming and just as an everyday experience, I wish this just existed everywhere. I just feel like it would just make the world
connector.
a better place. It just the
nothing connects
humans
people like music.
connecting.
I mean, it's just,
yes,
it's just there's a resonating energy with music in general, but also there's a what do you call it? Just being vulnerable. There's a vulnerability that it has to happen when you're singing, and which makes connection even more possible because you're not dealing with a bunch of emotional walls. It's like it breaks them down so better than anything. So I
really
think this
does.
is just wonderful. Yeah.
And then you have singers of this caliber, of course.
Yeah, it helps. Definitely helps.
Like to even have a karaoke machine in the house, let alone the kitchen.
Yeah, right. And they're harmonizing.
Oh.
Hey, Jasmine.
Hey, Jasmine. Oh,
that's
Johnny,
so awesome.
We have to experience this.
I know.
And I love Limuel's voice. I'm just a fan of him. He's such a rock star.
He really is. Yeah, his range is just stupid good.
Sheenie in the beauty salon. That's insane to me.
Yeah.
And yet it makes so much sense, and it's so healing, and it's God, it's just my dream.
It's so obvious but it's not utilized in the rest of the world.
No, because there's so much just shame and negative criticism on singing, singers just for the enjoyment of it, right? So if it's not good enough, and of course there's voices that are going to inherently make you cringe a little bit as they're figuring out their voice and things like that. But just having the platform available would encourage and allow more singers to discover themselves or just improve by nature of taking that risk of singing in front of others to begin with. And that's one of the advantages in the Philippines that they have, that's part of the story as to why that 95% exists is because of that openness, that willingness, that risk that's there that we just don't have. It's such a closed-minded society with music. I feel like that we're in. It's such a shame. It just breaks my heart.
Just based on our the people that watch us, the chat. I mean, there's definitely, and the people that were from the Philippines that have moved and their connection to that place. I mean, there's a closeness there that at least, again, my limited perspective, but it just
did we just get some bare leg on the show?
Sorry. Let's stretch
Johnny's showing some skin. What is happening?
Put up the warning.
I don't have
parental
it.
warning. No, I just think it's, as a culture, they just seem very connected with each other and their homeland. I think it's just lovely.
It's just incredible
to see.
Gem got through. I saw your coffees jump in.
Yep, and actually Latte bought us 5 more as well, Latte Lover.
Oh my goodness.
She said, thank you both for another great reaction to close out this week.
Salamat.
Latte is a great supporter of us and a great friend. We appreciate her so much. And then Gem bought us 5 coffees. It'll probably show up later, but here is another 5 cups.
Salamat Sapa Cafe. Thank you so much for that. And
Just pros. I spent I didn't freeze for a long time.
I know, it was better than usual. Thank you, everyone, for your support, the super chats, the coffees, the likes, and the comments. Let us know next week. Glock 9 and Ruben Tagalog, which songs you're interested in. And also for our future SB19 focused reaction, we'd like to know specifically what you guys are interested in. It would be great. Next week, we hope to see you. Have an amazing weekend, everyone. Bye for now.
Yes.
See you.